Cool. Hey everybody, today we're down in Alexandria, New Jersey. Something really cool happened. I met this guy John on Reddit and oh my god, this is his. How nostalgic. This is a Piper J3 Cub. It is one of 23,000 Cubs produced. The J3 was the most popular model. Began production in around 1937 and continued on for 10 years. The reason it got so popular is because in 1939, something called World War II happened. Obviously that was a big deal. America realizes we need pilots. We need to train these pilots. So what happens? They produce Piper Cubs. Okay, the European front was getting a little hostile. So the CPTS was implemented. This is the Civilian Pilot Training Program, and Piper was contracted to make a few thousand of these Piper Cubs to the point where one was getting produced every 20 minutes. Luckily, today we're here with the owner of this beautiful plane. His name is John, and we're gonna take a little walk around the plane. Hey John.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Thanks so much. Yeah. All right, so before we go flying, obviously we need to pre-flight this thing, but first, John, can you show me around this thing and just tell me a little bit about it?
This is a 1941 Piper Cub. So it's in the kind of the middle years when they're produced, and this particular one had some service within Pennsylvania and then New York State, and then eventually came back to New Jersey. I've owned it for about the last 2.5 years, and it's been a great machine ever since. So let's kind of do a walk around of it.
Sure.
This is the engine. This is probably one of the most iconic things besides the paint job of the aircraft. Very rarely do you have these externally mounted cylinders. It's kind of like a BMW motorcycle.
Right. I noticed it also has the added fin scoops to help cool the motor.
Yeah, these are called, kind of the nickname for is whiskers.
Whiskers, okay.
And that's going to direct the air over the cylinders and keep it a little bit cooler. Even though it's externally, it still needs that to help out getting it going.
And how many horsepower? Because I know the J3s had many different types of engines in them. What does this one have?
65.
65 whopping.
Yeah. So as most fuel tanks, something like a Cessna, use electronic gauges, which are not reliable. You're taught in your training not to believe them. You use your calculations to know how much fuel is in it, but that's about it. Well,
right.
With this, what they did is, for simplicity, they designed it to have just a cork
on
a rod.
That is not a wine bottle cork. That thing is huge.
Yeah, this is for my size wine bottles. This is the giant one.
Nice, very nice.
So that just goes inside right in the tank. We have 12 gallons up here.
Yep.
That floats where the level is. So when it's all the way up to the top, you have full fuel, and when it's all the way to the bottom, it happens. So it's about 30 minutes left of fuel on board. Okay,
so I think we have fuel today.
Yeah,
check.
We have about a half tank, so we're good.
Sure,
Great.
Yeah, why not? Check it out. This is all new to me, so I'm very, very interested in what's going on over here. So, see, everybody probably thought those are springs like me. Those are bungees.
So these really are bungee cords on here.
Wow.
They're about 3/4 of an inch thick, and they're on there tight. This is kind of cool. And when what I love about this Cub is that everything is so exposed, and you can really learn a lot from it. And when we're learn about the systems and how things work, especially the engines. Whereas this, so you can take off the cowling and look inside really easily. If you want to see how the control cables work, you just look outside and you can see them.
Yep.
So this has a pulley system just like the other GA.
Oh wow, look at that.
And you really can see the pulley. I mean, it's not just saying it's a pulley system, you can look and see it.
So I'm looking at the tail wheel too, and I'm wondering if I'm on the ground and I'm pressing the rudders, am I going to damage the tail wheel?
If you look up close, you can see there's springs and cable linkages. So it's all cable driven, just like the other control surfaces.
Oh, look at that little tail wheel.
And that's it.
Is that like a hard plastic?
It is.
Okay.
It's hard
I'm
plastic.
jumping ahead here, so I'm excited.
And with this, you have the cables attached to the springs. You can see how I can pull it.
Yep.
So when I pull the cable here, it's going to pull the rudder.
Ah, there you go.
And the linkage. Now, the thing with the springs is that, let's say you're on the ground and you're not moving anywhere. I could move the rudder fine. See how it's moving freely, but the tail is not moving?
Right.
That's going to prevent you from damaging the tail wheel. But the tricky part with that is that when you're taxiing around, you have to have enough speed so that when you're going forward, you're able to pull on these. So you can see when it's stationary, it doesn't move. Your plane has a lot of history and flight training. It was used in flight training for a lot of its life in the 70s. And then it was taken apart by a gentleman. Unfortunately, he passed away and it was never able to be put back together.
Oh.
And then the maintenance shop owner at this airport a few years ago purchased it. And then in 1990, he reassembled it and put it back in this kind of shape. It was put on the flight line for about 15 years and it was taken off. So a lot of people at this airport
had a life, huh?
Yep. If any you to move the tail around or anything like that. You just lift it up and move it. The plane itself weighs about 750 pounds. So it's a nice one-person plane. Trying to move it around and everything. It's easy to.
There is somebody out here that can bench press this airplane. It's not us, but.
Well, if someone wants to do it, we're right here. Let's do this.
Challenge.
So, yeah, that's what I love about this most. A lot of people, even if they haven't flown it, they have some kind of memory with it, or they recognize it somehow. I used to have an RC Piper Cub that I got as a kid. Me too. Yep. I crashed it within about a week.
Yeah.
Luckily I haven't crashed
so did I.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than that. But it's just this. It's a recognition. It has that. It's an icon in aviation. I think that's what's great about it. Is wherever I go to an airport, people recognize the paint job, the color of it, the plane, and always bring a smile to someone's face. So.
Right. This is that classic Cub yellow.
Yeah. So this yellow, Lockhaven yellow, is what it ended up being termed, with the black lightning bolt, and that was the classic Cub paint job. They rolled off the line like that. And, we have a lot of other planes like Cub crafters that are still producing Cub kind of replicas. So they still use the same kind of paint job because it's so iconic. Let's look inside the cockpit. So if you look at the instrument panel, you have the bare essentials.
Right.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yep, I see an attack.
Yep.
I see airspeed, oil temp, and what's over here? What is this gauge?
So this is going to be your oil temperature. Okay, your tachometer.
I'm thinking this. So this is the oil pressure.
That's correct.
And that's the oil temp. So you do have an oil temp. Okay.
Yes, and we have our compass, which is the original compass.
Wow.
And you can see it's a little worn out. So you just have to.
And an altimeter.
Yes.
So that's actually a pretty sweet bonus. Well, cool. Let's take this thing for a flight. Oh, you're good.
Be good. Now, this might take a few times to pull it through to actually get it starting. So every time we're making sure that we're ready for it to kick off. That's the thing with this, we never know it's going to start. It could be the first pull, it could be the third pull. So again, I'm going to check the brakes.
Okay.
Start from the top and go back to the bottom. I want you to put the mag switch to both.
Okay, mags are going both.
Okay. Throttle won't be cracked to about the E.
Throttle's correct.
That's good.
Right there.
Fuel is on.
Fuel's on.
Brakes are on.
Brakes are on.
Okay, and the next thing that we will need to do, stick back.
Back.
The reason why we put the stick back, prop wash comes, hits the elevator, pushes the tail down, and keeps the plane like this, so it doesn't tip forward or go forward or anything like that. Yep, so keep that there, put your left hand on the throttle, hold it right there, and then when it starts, leave it there and I'll come in, I'll make sure I adjust everything.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, you good?
I'm good.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Clear prop. One last check on the brake. And here we go.
That car, Pete? Right there? Okay. Hang on. Reach there. There we go. Okay, I hear the RPM drop. You got a drop. Okay. RPM down to 1,000. I'm gonna treat your engine nice, and she'll treat you nice.
Yeah.
There's 1,000. Car beats off.
I already put it off.
Yeah. And mags back on both. That's confirmed. That was on both.
Yep.
And altimeter
Somewhere
set to,
480.
Field elevation. Okay.
Okay.
That is a quick checklist, my friend.
Yeah, not much to it.
Ooh.
So you want to make sure that you kind of give yourself some momentum, move forward, and then you can
Definitely don't want to do that.
All right, so we have a little bit of a right crosswind.
All right.
Let me close this because it's going to be pretty cold.
Okay.
And again, 1, 2, 3, the normal stuff. Feel the plane's going and take off on the ground.
Okay.
All right, you good?
I'm good.
Okay, ready when you are.
Ready for takeoff. Power's coming on. Right crosswind. Feet are off the brakes.
Yep.
Power's coming up.
All right, so keep that stick back.
Okay.
And then you can start relaxing that pressure now.
Okay. Power's
A little more. Down, down, down.
Ooh.
All right, there's good.
Okay.
There's good. All right, keep that attitude.
All right. She came right off the ground.
Yeah. All right, it's picking up some speed.
Okay.
And you can pull back a little bit. Right there's good.
All right. Yeah, no idea what airspeed is.
You're at 50 right now.
Okay. That's awesome. I love that shadow down there to the left.
Clear 80 Alpha, 30 final, runway 5, throw down.
Skymanner looks busy again this morning.
Yeah.
Another beautiful November day.
Yeah.
Anyone that's thinking about flying should know that this is a great plane to do your training in.
Oh yeah.
It's a relatively low cost entry. I think it qualifies for light sport now too.
That's correct. Yep. Yeah. There's several antique and classic aircraft that categorize as LSA. So you can get your sport license in this, and you can own it as a sport pilot, which is really cool. You also don't need a medical to fly it.
Right. That's very important.
Yeah, obviously you have to use if you have your private, you're flying then as sport pilot privileges if you don't have a third class, but it's pretty neat that you can categorize as that.
So if this interests you guys and you want to learn to fly, you can do so in this plane. Are you ever going to become a CFI, you think?
I hope so someday. I'm taking my time, but I think it'd be cool to teach tail out of this.
Yeah, this would be really cool.
This or something like a Super Cub, because this particular plane, because it is an antique, 75 years old, it really can't keep getting the beat up from a flight school plane.
Yep.
So it's best to teach it in something like a Super Cub, because those they're a lot stronger than a J3.
Yeah. How long have you been flying this plane?
This plane I've owned for about 2.5 years, almost. It's coming up to 2.5 years now, and I have 150 hours in it in that time.
Wow. That's a lot of tail wheel time.
Yeah, it is.
That's good.
You know, you just, like a summer evening, you just go up to the airport, get in the plane, just fly around.
You know how good that sounds right now with this? It's probably, 30 degrees right here?
Oh, probably.
32.
I have my heat up front, so.
Thanks for sharing. I feel it on my left toe.
I'm blocked from the wind, too, so it's...
That's why you wanted the front seat.
Yeah, that's why the instructors flew from the front seat. Yeah.
I remember my instructor always said, all right, you go pre-flight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to sit inside with the car.
Yeah.
I get it now.
That's good. Okay, so I'm going to have you do, let's do a clearing turn to the left.
Okay. All clear. Do a clearing turn here. Visibility is excellent.
Alexandria traffic checking
to the right.
Yep. Downwind 07 Alexandria, 08 Alexandria.
Now you got it.
Yeah. I guess it used to be 07, huh?
No, it's always 08, but Skymanner 07. So he probably by that. All right, so I want you to do a steep turn to the right now, okay?
Okay.
So throttle looks like it's a good setting.
All right.
Speed's good. And you're going about east right now, so as long as you can see the reservoir in front of us, just turn out towards the reservoir again.
All right, here we go.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, bank to the 45 degrees, and I'm just going to pull back a little bit.
I got one, and upwind for crosswind for 7.
Looking at the pitch attitude, keeping over the horizon.
Good. Keep it outside.
Okay, looking outside, looking out. Oh, wow. Oh, we are high up. That's awesome. Yeah, I ruined it by looking outside. Okay, coming around, coming around.
Coming from the reservoir. Good.
And there we go.
All right, let's keep leveling out.
How do we do on altitude there?
Perfect.
Really? All right, good.
All right, now I'm gonna do one to the left.
Okay.
You ready?
You have the controls.
I have the controls.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
7, it's on upwind. Alexandria traffic check.
Okay, that's a real steep turn. I was trying to be nice to your plane. That thing is
Okay.
awesome.
All right, you have the airplane?
Okay, I have the plane.
And it says there's on final for 5. Downwind Manor traffic, Scott, 6 got crossing for downwind for 7.
All right, so
That was a real steep turn.
Alexandria traffic,
should we do some toilet paper cutting?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take the plane. I'm gonna hold it for you.
Okay.
And I want you to door behind you. There's a roll of toilet paper.
Okay. Am I going right or left? Let's see. Okay. All right.
Don't throw it out yet.
Okay.
And then there's a little latch on the left. Just pull that over. That's good.
Fog off downwind 7.
Okay.
All right, so
Alright, I have some toilet paper.
we're gonna get over the farmlands real quick.
Okay.
So this is a fun little maneuver to do. It really practices speed management. It practices control of the airplane, making sure not over-controlling it.
Okay.
And although it's kind of fun in games, it really it puts you in the mindset to find a target and to make sure you're not overstressing the airplane.
Or left downwind, runway 5.
Try down a little bit. All right, so to prep the toilet paper, you want to make sure it's unratched.
Yeah, I did. I got that.
And then you're going to kind of ball it up a little bit.
Okay.
There's the art to it.
Alright, it's balled up. Okay.
And then I'm going to turn into the wind.
Okay.
And then when I tell you, you're going to put it out and toss it down. It's going to unravel, and then we're going to go hunt for some toilet paper.
Alright, here we go. Whenever you say.
Okay, I'll tell you when.
Okay.
I have my carpet on because I throttled down a little bit.
Runway 5. Traffic, south final 7. Savannah.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, she's going, she's going. Woo! One! 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock now. Here we go. 3! Oh, nice one. It is windy today.
4! That's on the Cali too now. Alright, one last cut. Alright, for the little baby one. Boom!
Nice job.
Look on the left cowling.
Oh wow. This is like mischief pit. Oh, here's the guy going.
Here's your souvenir.
Woo! Nice flying, sir. I'm gonna put that on my refrigerator.
Good. Sounds good. Yeah, traffic over there, no factor.
Roger.
Using the Sky Manor.
Okay.
Looks like a good position there.
Alright. Now the dog's really good with that rudder a little bit.
Good.
45 left down. 5.
I can keep descending. Let's go to 1500 RPM. And my carb I already have on.
Okay. Yeah, landing checklist, carb on, fuel's on, mags are on both. Checklist complete.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Seatbelts are on.
Seatbelts are on.
Alright, I'm going to take the plane now.
You have control.
Thank you.
Traffic business turning final for 5. Dothan. Dothan traffic, turn 6 kilometers left downwind 5, number 2 Dothan.
Alright. Okay, my feet are off the controls.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that is definitely upslope. All right.
And that's all one we need.
Was that, what,
So
75 feet?
Yeah, drop it in, and that way it just kind of plops down, and that's all you need.
That was a spot landing if I ever saw one. Nice job.
Alright, so my favorite thing, tail wheel, want to whip it around.
Watch me whip. I won't sing it.
Look at that, 180 right there.
Nice job.
Alright, so shut it down, let's get a little bit of throttle.
Okay.
Turn the mags off.
Mags off. Burn that guy
Cool.
out.
We made it.
Well, that sucked.
It's a horrible flight. Had no fun.
Wow, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
Yeah.
Hangar has some tow paper stuck in the engine. Oh yeah! Look on the left side too. I'm gonna get out first. I'll help you get out.
So clearly the best way to get high is in an airplane.
Oh yeah!
That was awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Did you have a good time?
I had the best time.
Me as well. Me as well.
What did we do? We did slow flights, steep turns. I don't know what you call ribbon cutting or something.
Cut some tow paper.
Toilet paper was all up in the cowl. Grass field landing on a beautiful day. So if you like this review, stick around. Thanks.